Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Juicy Things podcast. We're your hosts, Jaicob, Feliz.
And I'm Heather Maldonado.
And welcome to Juicy Things, a podcast where we help couples find their passion and spread their influence.
Today we've got a juicy episode that's still in alignment with the idea of passions. Today's episode is do this to make time for your passions. So if you want to start making steps towards practicing your craft more, progressing on your passions, we're going to give you some tips on how to manage your time and also to get in the right headspace to create more consistently.
Yeah, so let's jump right into it. The first thing is to make time for your passion, which means just sit down for a few minutes and decide okay, I'm going to dedicate 10, 20, 30 minutes on this day at this time every day. And when you do that and you plan it ahead, it's like a schedule, you already set the time for that, so you're not trying to figure out when to start. And then that would prevent you from wasting time and doing mindless activities.
Yeah, I actually remember from Tools of Titans, I believe it was, by Tim Ron, and it said, if you can't remember what you did yesterday, you probably didn't schedule your time effectively or efficiently. So if you actually plan and schedule your time, then you will know exactly what you're doing with that hour of the day. So planning it into your routine is really important.
That's a good one.
All right, the next one is 2, don't waste time coming up with ideas. And this one's a little bit controversial, so let me go ahead and explain.
What do you mean?
What do you mean don't waste time coming up with ideas?
Am I supposed to do that?
Yeah. So here's the thing. Let me give you an example, actually, a personal life example, right? I'm like, okay, I am ready to create TikToks. Okay, for example, we're ready to sit down and make TikToks. So I get on my phone and I scroll and scroll and scroll, and I spend a whole hour looking for TikToks when I could have actually been productive creating some TikToks during that time, right? So that's what I mean by don't waste time coming up with ideas, right? So before you have that scheduled time for your passion, right, come up with ideas of what you're going to do with that time. If it's like, for me, like playing piano, right, I know I'm going to practice this scale specifically on that time, or these
yeah, just,
you know what I mean?
Just practicing. Like for me, it's with the bass. I'm all like boom, 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 right? and I don't actually have a set time. That's pretty bad. Like I'm going against what you're saying right now. I don't have a set time for practicing the bass, but I feel like I pick it up so consistently that I don't need a time. It's kind of taking up too much time actually of other stuff. But yeah, don't waste time, because especially on TikTok, I would say is like you can get lost on TikTok.
Yeah,
you can get lost very fast.
If your passion has to do with social media can be a really good thing for coming up with ideas. So if you happen to be scrolling on social media throughout the week, save things that are related to your passion, send things, to someone else that you can make sure that you're saving for later. So when it comes to the time, your scheduled time of doing your passion, you know what it is you're going to work on, and you have, an archive of material that can give you inspiration for what you should do.
Yeah. And number 3 is to make space for your passion. Now, look, you're going to want a space that makes you want to do your passion, right? You don't want to just be in the middle of the kitchen doing your passion. That's where you cook, right? The kitchen's where you cook, and then your space you make is where you practice what you want to do or work on what you want to do. And so you want to also make sure that space is clean and just a place where you want to be. Otherwise, you're not going to want to be there.
Yeah, an example I like to mention is like whenever you move out of one place and into a new place, that's a really good opportunity for you to create some new habits, or to also get rid of some old habits. So like if you had old habits associated with that other place, when you have a new space that's not associated with any new habits yet, that's a perfect opportunity to create a space for your passions. But if you still living in the same place, there's still an opportunity to remove some clutter, get rid of this area of furniture, use your garage or whatever, what have you, so that you can make some space for your passions and only associate that spot with your passion.
Mm-hmm.
And the next one is say no.
Number 4.
Yeah, this one is being willing and open to saying no. So we talked about scheduling your time and being efficient with your time when you're in it, but So what if something comes up? What if your friends want to hang out really late at night, but you already planned that you were going to work on your passion in the morning because that's when you have time? You're going to have to say no. What if the afternoons are when you have time to edit, record, or work on your project, on your craft, and you're invited out by your coworkers? You're going to have to say no. And those are just like some social examples.
Sacrifices.
But yeah, if you have that scheduled time, make sure that you're willing to say no to other things that might be getting in your way while you're trying to pursue your passion.
Yeah. Actually, I feel like like sacrifices. This one could also be called like just sacrifices.
That is true.
Because, it's not just social like settings where you have to say no. It's almost like you have to say no to more than that. You have to just sacrifice some time to
you have
make
to sacrifice
time for
like
yourself.
What would be longer time of enjoyment in the moment, like short-term enjoyment, right? For long-term.
Yeah. And I think this last thing helped me a lot, which is to just get hype yourself up about your passion. They're guarantee you whatever you're doing, someone else is doing as well. And you can find videos online. You can go scroll on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I guarantee you type whatever you're passionate about, and there's going to be professionals at it. There's going to be new people at it. There's going to be people in the middle, intermediates. And that's how I felt about like going back to the gym. I was like, I need to hype myself up. So, I'm just looking up all these gym videos, and it's like, it's making me hype again.
Yeah,
for
it really
going
does.
back.
Like, especially like if you don't have people in your everyday life that are passionate about the same things that you are. With a simple Google these days, you can find other people that talk just as passionately about the things that you also enjoy and that you really love, and that can really hype you up. I'm also a big fan of like vision boards. So like on my phone, my background screen is a vision board of just everything that I want, everything that I'm like working towards right now, like good mental spaces, like just really good sceneries that really hype me up and motivate me like daily. So if that works for you too, creating a vision board, Pinterest is really great for that too, to kind of put all your ideas together and keep you motivated.
Yeah, so if you are going to end up wasting time anyways, at least watch something that is going to motivate you.
At least watch something
that's
motivate
entertaining in your field or
something educational about that thing that you're learning about. There's always something new that you can learn about, like within your passion, right? That you haven't really mastered yet. So
that's the thing. There's always an educational and an entertainment side to everything.
That is true.
You can find gym videos that are entertaining where they teach you nothing, and then you can find gym videos that are educational where you can learn just a bunch of scientific stuff about your body.
Yep.
But that is it. That is the things to do to make time for your passions.
And we hope you guys implement a few of these. And if you happen to take anything from this episode, feel free to tag us on Instagram. We'll reshare your story. Make sure you give us 5 stars so you can help other people find our podcast too and learn from things like this if they're trying to pursue their passion.
Yeah, you guys can find us at Juicy Things Cast on everything. And check out our website, juicythingspodcast.com. We got a few free resources for you guys to check out. And the website is just cool. And Heather did it also. Give her some support on that.
And I don't think we've even mentioned, we have episodes every Tuesday.
Episodes every Tuesday,
guys.
This is the 8th episode. So
like and share.
If you're listening to this, you got 7 other episodes to enjoy.
So catch up on them.
So yeah. And yeah, guys, we'll see you guys in the next episode.